Hi, I'm Gary Simon, Chairman of CleanStart. I'm here with Jack Crawford. He's the founder and general partner of Impact Venture Capital. I happen to be a limited partner in some of the funds that Jack is in, so I've had a long time with Jack. But Jack's been an observer of the investment community here and the kinds of companies that are being established and sort of where we are on the scale nationally. What do you see in regards to CleanTech going on in this area and the role of CleanStart going forward?
Yeah, well, one of the unique elements of being in Sacramento is you're California's capital. You're playing a leadership role in policy. And now policy is intersecting with technology, whether we're talking about driverless vehicles and thinking about citizen safety or sort of new regulations around various energy initiatives. CleanTech and the sort of the clean energy ecosystem is one of the sort of the industry sectors that's heavily influenced by policy. So I think it makes sense that, in a sense, the activities around clean technology are being grown here and effectively playing a leadership role at the state level and at the national level.
What do you think we need to do here to grow it better and faster?
You know, when I think about entrepreneurship broadly in the Sacramento area, I think about how do we connect to capital resources, how do we connect to talent resources, and with the sort of the center of the world as it relates to technology entrepreneurship just a couple of hours away in San Francisco or San Jose, how can we connect within that technology triangle of San Francisco, San Jose, and Sacramento and become more relevant to what is the most robust entrepreneurial ecosystem in the world? And so part of it, I think, is building bridges with the capital sources there, really understanding that there's a whole lot of talent that is migrating from San Jose to San Francisco and San Francisco to Sacramento and vice versa. A lot of people spending time on freeways. There's management talent here, there's engineering talent here, and I think with the timely infusion of capital, there's going to be a lot more companies here in the greater Sacramento area. But I think from a cultural standpoint, the more that we can connect and think about ourselves as one larger, broader region in Northern California, the better positioned we will be to leverage the assets in that ecosystem. So yeah, it's a lot about connecting with capital sources.
Well, and that's a very important piece. But are companies here ready to connect with capital sources, or do we need to give them a better foundation before going ahead?
Most of the companies that we see in the Sacramento area, so we're going to look at 1,000 investment opportunities each year, most of which are from the United States, and there's certainly a concentration of those that are from Northern California. Most of the companies that we see in the Sacramento area are seed stage companies. They need to build out their teams a little bit more. They need to advance their product development efforts a little bit more. They need to engage with customers, and they need to mobilize the capital that is here in this ecosystem and attract it into their own company. So if they can get mentored along, if they can get better connected and build out their management teams and boards and demonstrate a little bit more customer traction, I think they'll be on par with some of the best companies that we see in Silicon Valley or Austin or Boston. But right now, I'd say that Sacramento is effectively a market that is producing extraordinarily interesting seed stage companies, and in an effort to enable those seed stage companies to attract the funding and the talent, they're likely going to need a bit more customer traction.
So how do you think CleanStart is doing in getting the things that you just mentioned put together for companies?
Well, I think you're building bridges between the critical ingredients that clean tech entrepreneurs need. So you're thinking about partners and talent and capital and customers. And some of your corporate sponsors are playing valuable roles in being a sounding board for some of those interesting technologies that you're identifying. So I think that you're mobilizing a group of clean energy companies, and what I would encourage you to do is not just think about playing a leadership role in the greater Sacramento area or even in just the Northern California area, but think about how you can play a leadership role statewide and nationwide. Because I think that you've got, particularly Gary, with your background and expertise and the leadership role that you've been playing in Northern California around clean tech, I think you have an opportunity to effectively play a thought leadership role as it relates to clean tech companies across the country. And so you understand policy, you understand seed and early stage technology companies, you understand ecosystem building. And I think CleanStart is taking effectively the institutional knowledge that you've gathered over decades, and through the team that you're working with and other partners and corporate partners, you're starting to execute on a strategy that I think makes a lot of sense.
Well, that's terrific, Jack. I really appreciate your time and appreciate the support that Impact and your team has been giving us throughout the year. So thanks very much for the talk this morning.
Good luck to you.
All right.